Hear these words I share with you now, my child. Your being present in this moment is no accident. This specific time was set aside just for you. You were drawn here purposefully. Your arrival was not left to chance. You were guided by a presence you couldn't see, yet always felt near. For many years you have sensed that quiet inner prompting, that feeling of being shaped, that pressure deep within. You have been tested in private moments when no one else saw your struggles, your doubts, your silent hopes whispered through hardship. But even when you felt most alone, I was at work. I was making you ready. The purpose I have for you, my beloved child, is far greater than where you began. It is larger than the hurt you have overcome. It is more significant than anything you have imagined. This, my precious one, is about the path laid out uniquely for you. A path set apart and blessed. You have always felt deep inside that you were different, that you were chosen for something special. And now that inner sensing is starting to become visible in your life. Things are beginning to align. This isn't simply about gaining worldly success. It is not about outward show or possessions. It is about the weight of responsibility I am placing upon you. A sacred duty. It is about a divine calling to lift up, restore, and bring good wherever you go. I am placing you in this role not merely for acquiring wealth, but to bring restoration to your family's history. You might be the first generation in your family to walk in this kind of blessing, but you are meant to clear the way for others who will follow. What lies ahead is more profound than just having plenty. You are not just stopping negative cycles. You are creating places of connection. You are not simply chasing worldly achievement. You are carrying a holy trust. That is who you are meant to be, my child. This is your assignment. This time is about stepping fully into that purpose, not for personal importance, but for lasting good. You are becoming one entrusted to manage resources wisely, a channel chosen to carry what is needed with clear intent. Know this truth, my beloved. I see you. You are not walking this path on your own. My attention is focused on you. Your journey is being guided. Stay with me through this message, my child, because we will end with a sacred moment that confirms what I am releasing over your life today. Trust me, you will want to receive every word. This message is not meant for a single hearing. It is alive. It has many layers. It will speak to you differently each time you listen. Return to these words when weariness takes hold, when uncertainty clouds your mind, or when you need guidance for the path ahead. Let it bring to mind that your true aim was never just to accumulate earthly wealth. You were carrying a calling. Let us begin. Your arrival was not random. You did not just appear in this world as one among many, another face in the crowd. You were sent with a specific assignment, with a reason for being here, with something eternal placed within you. While you entered this world like others, your coming was part of a holy plan. There has always been a part of you, my child, that felt out of step with ordinary life. A reluctance to just get by. An inner unease when others accepted less. That wasn't stubbornness. It was understanding. Even surrounded by limits and difficulty, even when the walls of your early life echoed with strain and hopes that went unfulfilled, you held on to an inner certainty that something greater existed. That quiet voice wasn't random thinking. It was my truth resonating within you, A reminder that you were meant not just to endure difficulty, but to transform it. Perhaps you were the quiet observer, my cherished one, noticing how worldly things strained relationships, how lack diminished good hearts, how fear held people back from their potential. You felt the weight of what you saw, even without putting it into words. And deep inside, you made a quiet promise to yourself. When my time comes, things will be different. You weren't just watching. You were learning how things were broken so you could help make them right. Long before you understood your value, I placed a sacred design within you, my child. Not a vague idea, but a clear, holy, purposeful plan meant specifically for your task here. And while the world may have given you labels like limited, damaged, overlooked, or ordinary, I always saw the plan I had for you. This sacred design doesn't fade when times are hard. It isn't lost when you stumble. It lasts through hurt, loss, pain, and quiet times. Why? Because it is part of forever. You carry something meant for a specific purpose. That is why your path has been unique. Why the way has been challenging. The significance of your task required strength built through difficulty, through trials, through being made ready. That is what it means to have this sacred design within you, my child. You are not here to gain admiration. You are here to make a difference. You have always known your purpose was more than just escaping hardship. You were meant to reveal its nature, break its hold, and bring it to an end in your family line. That is why resources have felt like a sacred trust, not just a personal desire. Because when you hold them, they become a means to serve. This is not about gathering things. It is about establishing holy foundations. You are not seeking grand displays for recognition. You are being given the task of creating ways that bring healing, structures that raise others up, and lasting impacts that speak beyond your own time. You are not just meant to possess land, my child. You are meant to bring back what was lost. And you are not just meant to have influence over others. You are being entrusted with sacred power. And I did not keep abundance from you in earlier times as a punishment. I did it because I was preparing you. You were not simply experiencing scarcity. You were learning how to lead. You were not just without. You were being made ready. And now, I tell you, my child, I can place trust in you. I can entrust you with much, because you learned how to make a little go a long way. I can trust you with this sacred task, because you chose the right path over easy ways. And truthfully, there were times when the journey felt overwhelming, my beloved one. When the path ahead seemed unclear. When your purpose felt like a heavy load. You have wept over missed chances, felt sorrow over waiting, wondered if you were capable. But know this truth: nothing was lost. Every turn in the road was part of my plan. Every pause was a lesson. Every setback was making you stronger. You see, I do not build in haste. I build with depth. I build for the future. That is why I have taken time with you, my child. The abilities I placed within you from the very beginning, my child, are now showing themselves through the person you have grown to be. You are the one who hears clearly, no longer pulling back, no longer thinking hard times mean I have left you. You are ready to fully step into the design I made for you. Not just for your own benefit, but so that I can be seen through your life. All you have gone through was leading you to this moment. The confusing struggles, the unease within, the fights concerning your means. These were all signs that you carry something important, something that stands against the dark influences. But the kind of challenge you face is shifting. Circumstances are improving. Now, you are more than just someone with potential. You have my direct authorization. Allow this reality to sink down inside you, my cherished child. Your life began with a specific blueprint, and now you're being given liberty to construct. I guided you through times when you had little so you would learn careful handling. Before giving you much, I showed you how to walk through having just enough. This wasn't a penalty. It was getting you ready. It wasn't forgetting you. It was a thoughtful strategy. It wasn't holding you back. It was helping you grow. You remember the sleepless nights, speaking quiet prayers with tears only I saw. You saw others advance simply while you wrestled, pushed, gave things up, and surrendered. And through all that, you might have felt I was distant, but I wasn't. I was nearer than ever, watching, guiding, shaping. Each time things were tight with money, it wasn't just trouble. It was teaching. You were being trained. Your waiting wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. It was because I was adjusting how you saw things before putting more into your care. You had to learn what many in the world don't grasp. That having things without inner strength doesn't last. That easy times now can take away your lasting nature. That it is better to have little and be modest than to have a lot and be careless. Having means doesn't change the core of who you are. It shows and magnifies the person you have grown into. See yourself now, my beloved. You no longer look for acceptance by what you own. You don't want riches just to be noticed. You want the ability to carry out the task I have assigned you. You no longer view sharing as just something you must do, but as a way my kingdom operates. You have learned to give with thought, to share freely, to save carefully, and to put resources toward those who will come after you. That is beyond simple good sense. That is being in step with my own heart. You are not asking for a life that is simply easy. You are asking for a life that produces much good, one that strengthens others, one that reaches out, one that ends patterns of difficulty. A life that upholds my efforts, provides for what I see, and prepares your descendants to step unhindered into what I have for them. You don't wish to leave scarcity behind only for your own sake. You wish to show it for the deception it is. Not having enough wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to form the person who could be trusted with much. And now, because you were dependable with small amounts, because you gave even when you wept, because you shared when you yourself needed, the unseen world says, you are prepared. Prepared not just to get, but to hold on to. Prepared not just to handle means, but to use them to bring change. You are no longer waiting for a sudden opening. You are the opening for those connected to you. You will not squander what is coming. You will use it actively. You will increase it. You will use it, not so you are noticed, but to make a difference. Because what I am about to put in your care is holy, and it is not solely for you. It concerns the task I have given you. Your task is what gives you influence, my precious child. It is not your means that make the dark powers shake. It is your task. It is not what you get, the clothes you put on, or the praise you receive. The real influence you carry is not visible. It is the weight of my presence upon you. It is the unseen sign that changes the feeling when you arrive somewhere. Your power is not in how you look. It is in being in step with me. What stands against the dark realm is not your riches. It is your readiness to walk in the purpose I planned for you, whatever it takes. The one who opposes you is not afraid of those with great riches. He has seen countless many. Some are easily swayed. Some are broken. Some gained everything in the world but lost their true selves. But someone with means who also carries a task from me. One who is committed. A vessel holding both resources and understanding, planning and yielding. That is completely distinct. That is not just doing well for yourself. That is my kingdom's plan unfolding. And that is why your life has met such strong resistance. You have been opposed not because you are fragile, but because you challenge dark structures that gain from you being quiet. You were never just aimed at for who you were back then. You were attacked for the person you are growing into. Your understanding of yourself has been challenged because your identity holds importance in my kingdom. Your connections with some people have felt difficult, my child. This separation happened because being too close to those not walking my path would interfere with the significant work I am preparing you for. You've known hurt from others, times of waiting and feeling pushed away. This wasn't a sign of being against you. It was part of setting you apart from my purpose. People don't see you as a challenge because of your position or worldly standing. What truly challenges the darkness is the life I have placed inside you. What grows from your life isn't just about what you accomplish for yourself. It's about bringing change in the unseen places, creating freedom for those who come after you. This is why your journey looks different from others. You seek more than just good things happening to you. You long for my guidance, for understanding from my perspective that not only lifts you up, but also helps others find their freedom. You've been through intense times, learned in solitude, and faced trials when no one was watching. Now the purpose I set within you is becoming visible. This purpose carries my power. It gives you insights others miss. It helps you hear me clearly even when things are unclear around you. It prepares you to step forward when others hold back. This purpose allows you to see what is coming before it is plain to everyone. It enables you to make choices guided by me, without needing permission from others, moving ahead with the clear path I have shown you. This is why you sense things so clearly, beyond what your age would suggest. This is why the quiet nudges you feel inside carry such weight. My child, you have often felt like you didn't belong, even when you tried hard to be like everyone else. That sense of being different, of standing apart, is part of the specific work I have for you. It's why you couldn't remain in environments that didn't feed your inner life. It's why you always felt I was asking for more from you. More readiness to walk my way. More release of your own designs. A clearer perspective on what I am doing. I never let you become too comfortable or spiritually inactive. Because when I give you a purpose like this, it's not just for your personal ease. It's about carrying out my intentions here on the earth. I am making you ready not just for having much, but for facing challenges in the unseen realm. Important work in the spiritual spaces. I am preparing you to enter significant areas, to carry my presence there, and to bring about change from the inside. The plenty I place in your care is not for display. It is for reaching out to others. This purpose makes this possible. It will not just encourage others. It will be the start of real change. When my favor on you combines with the means I provide, you become an influence that challenges the ways of darkness. When your faith guides how you handle what you have, the darkness loses its hold. This work is about helping to put right what was never intended to be wrong. What I have placed upon you carries my very heart's desire, a purpose to increase goodness, unite people, and bring things back to completeness. You are not simply meant to receive. You are meant to be a carrier of my work. As things come into your keeping, see what unfolds when you use what I have given you in obedience to me. Hard circumstances give way. Families find restoration. You are not being lifted up just so people can notice you. You are being lifted to change those around you. Each time you speak what is true, share freely, act as I direct, or walk in step with my ways, you are not just passing time. You are making a difference that lasts forever. My beloved child, you are not simply acquiring things. You are changing a narrative. This is much larger than figures on a paper. It goes deeper than simply possessing more wealth. What I am accomplishing through you is not just about material things. It is about bringing wholeness and renewal to your family's history. I did not select you just so you could have riches. I chose you to establish a new way for those who come after you to dismantle unstable patterns and build again on the solid ground of my reality. You will not simply be the first person in your family line to possess great abundance. You will be the first to receive it by following my path. With a clear heart, understanding from me, and a life set aside for my work. This is not about secretive effort, hidden plans, sacrificing what you know is right, or using the world's ways to feel important briefly. It is not about seeking acceptance from others or changing what you believe for short-lived benefit. No, my precious child, this is being lifted up by my hand. This is having plenty that comes from a sincere heart, where having more goes together with living rightly. This is a blessing that endures because it is based on walking with me, not on simply seizing opportunities. You are the one I have chosen to alter the path of your family line for those who follow. Ways of living that have caused difficulty for your family, times of not having enough, constant worry, burdens with material things, opportunities lost and hopes deferred, are being ended because you have yielded to me. You have seen many in your family unable to rest because they were troubled about having enough. You have seen connections between people become difficult because of the weight of material concerns. You have seen hopes disappear because the means to pursue them were absent. But this ends now. You are not a minor adjustment. You are the point where I stop the old way, the line I have drawn, the one who declares, this pattern stops now. You are not continuing the flawed ways of what came before. You are creating a new path. You will show those who come after you what you did not learn, how to manage possessions without being ruled by them, how to create without sacrificing what is right, how to increase without wanting more than is needed. You will teach them how to give and also how to receive. You will show them how to keep wisely, how to share freely with me, and how to depend on me fully. You will care for those who follow you, not because you feel forced to, but because of the kindness I have shown you. You will leave them not just things, but ways of living and a sense of meaning, because you now understand that the real lasting impact you leave is not just what you place in their hands, it is what you place in their inner being. You are quieting the words that have been spoken through your family's history, the words that said, "This is not possible for us. We don't do that. It will never happen for us." You are ending the grip of limited perspective. You are bringing an end to the struggle within you about living a life dedicated to me and also having plenty. You are showing that having much and living rightly are not opposed. They work together when I am where it comes from. And what is even more significant, my beloved, when you are lifted up, you do not rise by yourself. You bring others up with you. Your being lifted up becomes a clear sign that new things are possible. Your life demonstrates clearly, my child, that walking closely with my spirit does not require you to live a limited existence. You can follow me faithfully and still possess holdings, begin enterprises, support good causes, and nurture a new generation of individuals who understand how to carry both my presence and my provision. When those who listen to me are entrusted with abundance, it becomes the source of enduring outcomes that extend into forever. This is the nature of the purpose I have placed upon you, a multiplication that echoes through eternity. You're not merely receiving good things, you are the good thing I give to others. You're not simply gathering possessions, you are establishing wells of provision for your loved ones. People will remember your influence not just for what you gained, but for how you served. Not just for the ventures you started, but for the burdens you helped lift. You are raising individuals who don't just earn money, they remove obstacles. They don't just inherit worldly success, they inherit spiritual resilience. And all of this, my precious child, every bit of it is unfolding because you said yes to me, because you chose not to follow the ways of the world, because you allowed me to be the one shaping not only your path through life but your very being. This is not random chance. This is not temporary enthusiasm. This is my design unfolding through you. You are the start of this new way. You are the departure from the old pattern. You are the blessing for others. And the story I am unfolding through you is about to begin a new phase, impacting not only your own life, but also the paths of all who follow your example. My cherished one, this coming phase requires you to listen to me, not to what others think. Allow this truth to settle deeply within you, past any doubts you might have. The next step I have for you is not open for public debate. It is not a decision made by a group. It is not something you share to get approval or run by everyone for their agreement. I called you. I did not seek opinions about you. I appointed you. I did not ask for the crowd's consent. I did not consult with anyone when I placed this purpose on your life. I chose you in private. And now I am calling you to walk in that purpose, even if it means walking a path that others do not grasp. This coming time will not require you to make louder announcements. It will require you to obey me more quietly. You will begin making choices that puzzle those around you. You will step away from places that once made you feel important, but left your spirit empty. You will say no to what feels secure and comfortable, and yes to what appears strange or difficult. Because you are not following human logic. You are following my gentle prompting from heaven. And when you do this, others will talk. They will question where you are headed, how you are separating from old habits, how focused you have become. They will say you are acting differently, that you have changed. And you have, my beloved child. Because growing in my purposes requires you to change. Because when I give you a task, I also give you permission to grow and become the person I need you to be. You have stopped trying to explain yourself because they were not given the same insight into what you carry. They did not see the vision I showed you. They did not feel the weight of the purpose I placed upon you. Others haven't been given the deep stirrings, the quiet understandings, the inner drive I placed in you. They do not perceive what you hear when I speak in the quiet moments. They cannot truly grasp it because they were not revealed what was shown to you. You followed my guidance during a difficult time, preparing for something significant that no one else believed was coming. That is faithfulness. That is the level you are now entering. Building something substantial without human praise or validation, simply through obedience and a word from me. Following my lead often feels solitary at first, long before its impact is widely visible. What I have placed within you will never be fully grasped by those who are only observing your journey from the outside. They see the surface, but they do not see your conversations with me, the weight you've carried, the path you're on, the cost you've borne. I'm about to give you fresh ways of thinking, approaches that do not follow the usual course. Tasks that demand trust in me beyond what your present means, past experiences or connections would logically allow. And some will call it risky. But what looks like a gamble to them is simply you doing what is right in my eyes because I instructed you. You have navigated too much with my help to begin doubting now. You have walked through times of scarcity where only my voice sustained you. You endured trials designed to overwhelm you. You saw paths close off, only for new opportunities to appear unexpectedly. And through it all, I upheld you. I did not allow you to stumble. Why would I cease now? Your next steps into abundance, meaning, and overcoming challenges will not open up because of what others think. They will open up through your unwavering commitment to following me. My favor isn't attracted by skill. It follows reliance on me. This is the kind of following that doesn't need outward proof, simply my instruction. The kind that builds without a complete blueprint, invests resources before it seems sensible, looks foolish to the world, but is protected by my hand. The kind that steps onto shaky ground because I called, not because the ground felt solid, but because they trusted me. That level of obedience will always feel unsure to human logic, but it is the basis for my remarkable works. And let me be clear, the special favor upon you isn't tied to whether people approve. It's connected to your readiness to say yes to me. You are not building to be seen by others. You are building because you place your trust in me. You are not seeking notice. You are responding to a task I gave you. You are not pursuing impact through your own effort. You are following my guidance. This next phase asks you to guard your inner peace, listen for my voice with more attention than ever, and disregard even good advice if it contradicts what I have revealed to you. Because one step taken in obedience to me can open a way that years of your own striving could never create. This is not about your charisma, your credentials, or your connections. It's not about others accepting or understanding you. It is simply about doing as I instruct. And this time, my precious child, your next step forward will not come because you exerted more effort. What is arriving comes because you turn to me swiftly. These resources are the method. Making a true difference is the purpose. Accumulating wealth was never the main goal. It is not the ultimate reward, the final outcome, or the finish line you cross. It is an instrument, a supply for a specific period, entrusted to your care for enduring aims. The point is not merely to own much. The point is to be prepared. Prepared to heed my call. Prepared to build. Prepared to offer aid. Prepared to be an instrument of my will in a world needing restoration. I did not call you to pursue financial gain for human acclaim, my child. You have navigated too many difficult seasons, shed tears through too many dark nights, faced too much hardship to still be seeking validation through worldly standing. You already understand what it means to live with little, to count every bit, to bring your every need before me, to make your efforts stretch further than your income. And now that circumstances are shifting, my beloved, you grasp something many will never comprehend. These provisions are not for simply gathering more, they are for a distinct assignment. Resources are not given to be admired, my child. They are given to reveal my connection with you, the calling I have placed upon you, and the purpose I hold for your life. This is the kind of provision that serves my intentions. It is abundance guided by insight, plenty with clear design, supply directed by me. You are not just receiving funds, you are receiving instructions from me. You are not being entrusted to hold on to this abundance all for yourself, my child. You are being trusted to release it, to place these resources where I will cause them to flourish. You have already demonstrated that your heart is not controlled by money. That is why I can now place more in your keeping. You have been set free from the need to impress others, and filled instead with the deep desire to make a real impact. When provisions are used as I guide, my voice is amplified through your actions. Acting generously is more than just kindness. It can unlock unexpected good. Simply tending well to what I give you can bring blessings you didn't even imagine, my child. When resources are used in alignment with my will, the difference you make is certain. This is why your resources have faced opposition, my child. The adversary is not concerned with what you possess. He fears what you are capable of, for he understands the impact when a heart dedicated to me is given access to resources. You will not waste resources seeking attention. You will use them to support liberation. You will not use them pursuing fleeting trends. You will uphold what is true. You will establish ways of doing things that show forth my fairness and integrity. You will offer aid where others faced need. You will change the story that lack attempted to write for your family line. You learned how to manage with little. Now, I am showing you how to guide and direct using resources, not from pride, but through the grace I have given you. Those who build according to my intentions do not use resources for outward display. They invest them to bring freedom to those who are bound. This is what distinguishes you, my beloved child. This is why you challenge the darkness, not because you have much, but because I place my trust in you. And when means flow through hands that are clean and a heart that is open to me, the impact multiplies greatly. What you gain serves a higher aim. Your provision becomes a way to express my care. The hardships of those who came before you pave the way for abundance for those who follow. You will create opportunities for others, support my work in the world, help others reclaim their dignity, and make my presence known through how you direct every resource, my child. This isn't just about your own well-being. It's about helping others find their footing again. It's about making every resource a sign of hope for someone else. So step forward with confidence, my precious one. You are demonstrating that I can provide for my plans through those who yield to me. Use what I give you. Build what others only dreamed of. Offer the help you once needed. Let what you have reveal not your own strength, but the deep kindness of the one who supplied it. You are about to step into what others declared impossible. They couldn't have seen this coming. How could they? They never truly understood you from the beginning. They saw your gentle spirit and called it weakness. They saw your quiet persistence and called it stagnation. They watched you navigate difficulty and assumed you were broken. They whispered to you in quiet moments that you were too focused on the unseen to succeed in the world, too kind to lead, too wounded to build anything lasting, too unassuming to rise. But they missed the inner work I was doing, my child, the quiet strength I was building within you, the substance I was giving to your words, the deep resilience I was fixing in your very being. What looked like standing still was me forming you. What felt like being unseen was me guarding you until the right moment arrived. You were not forgotten. You were being completely transformed. And now, without warning, you will step into places you didn't seek, open paths no person can close, and access chances that defy earthly understanding. This is your reality now, my child. You are not entering this by accident. You are stepping in by my specific design. This isn't luck. It is the fruit of our closeness. It is the blessing for your obedience when the path was difficult, for remaining faithful when no human eye saw, for believing even when my promise felt distant. This next season won't be about forcing things, my beloved. It will be about moving in step with my will, because the provision, the standing, the favor you need, it was never withheld. It was simply waiting for the version of you ready to carry it well. They said it couldn't be done, that you lacked the right history, the right connections, the right look, the right voice. They didn't see the spiritual gifts I placed upon you. They didn't hear what I spoke over you in the quiet times. And now I am bringing it into the open. Not to show others were wrong, but to show my own steady faithfulness. You are not entering into greater means for your personal ease, my child. You are entering into it as a sign of what I can do. Your quiet devotion was seen by me, my child. The tears you shed in private were heard. The faith you placed in me is now bringing forth good things. The right season for this has arrived. When this happens, you will not need to announce it loudly. You will not need to argue, defend, or explain yourself. The stillness within you will speak volumes. Your steady way of life will be a clear sign. Your very presence will communicate everything words could never convey. And the favor you receive will point not to your own pride, but to me, your Creator. You are not just gaining material possessions, you are being given a sacred responsibility. You are not just entering a time of plenty. You are stepping into a holy duty to manage resources wisely, to live without compromising truth, because this elevation is not just for you. It is about what I am about to do through you. This is why the weight felt so heavy, why the battle over your finances, your path, and your confidence seemed unending. Because the one who opposes me understood that when you reached this place, once your willingness to follow grew firm, once your inner nature became stable, once your ability matched the task I assigned you, nothing could hold you back. You were not delayed because you lacked what was needed. What was needed awaited your readiness, your agreement, your stability, your surrender to my purpose. And now, you are prepared. This is the moment for full awareness, affecting your emotions, your actions, your spirit, and how you approach life. Everything you have taken in, every experience that shaped you as you moved through life stages, has been getting you ready not just for a feeling, but for a new state of being from this point forward. You are not merely experiencing an emotion. You are being set in motion. This is not a temporary blessing. This is my timeless design unfolding in your life, my beloved child. You are receiving more than just solace. You are being equipped with what is necessary. You are being called to live out the purpose I have given you completely. This demands more than just saying yes. It requires action. You have gone through difficult trials. You have known lack. You were formed in solitude, misunderstood while I was perfecting you, unnoticed during times of preparation. Yet all of that was part of my precise and full intention to build within you not just resilience, but a new insight, a clear view of yourself, your path, your difficulties, and my provision. And now, the time for action has arrived. Not simply driven by emotion, but by definite intention, for a purpose without commitment will never achieve its intended outcome. You have heard my words. You have felt my spirit move you. But now you must live the truth in your everyday life. Further feeling is not needed. Action is. And you possess everything required to begin. Start by giving form to your faith. Let time spent with me be a set priority, not merely an option if time remains. Create periods in your day where stillness is not rare, but essential. Welcome each morning by asking, not what tasks await me, but my Creator, what do you wish to share with me? Document it. Write down what my spirit reveals. Observe the subtle nudges, the silent guidance, the plain instructions. Treat my voice in your life as the most valuable treasure you hold, because it truly is. After this, bring structure to your earthly matters. Do this not out of anxiety, but with clear intent. Examine how you handle your finances. Approach this not with shame, but with careful consideration. Before spending any amount, ask yourself, does this help fulfill the task I've given you, or does it hinder it? Begin to share, not just occasionally, but consistently. Give a portion with insight. Share with joy. Save funds prudently. Use resources with vision. Do not wait to manage resources responsibly until you have great sums. Act now as someone who knows that real prosperity is not the goal, the impact you create is. This begins with planning your expenditures with specific purpose, spending less than you possess, not out of lack, but because you are caring for what I provide with responsibility. You are not limiting yourself. You are planning for what lies ahead. Choose companions whose words elevate your faith rather than diminish it. The cost is too high to stay connected to those who steer you away from the direction I gave you when you were with me in private, my beloved. Drifting from me often starts by allowing just anyone to sway you. Be discerning about who you keep near. Evaluate the people around you. Not everyone who celebrates your successes is meant to walk with you on your path. Choose relationships that support the task I have given you and improve your character. Seek out those who do more than commend your accomplishments. They help you grow stronger internally. Let peace within your spirit be your primary focus. Anything that disrupts the stillness of your soul carries too great a price, even if it appears beneficial. Distance yourself from anything that hinders your clear sight. Separate yourself from practices, places, and people that obscure your conviction about what is good. And do not hesitate to start afresh. Clean, clear, dedicated to me. Where I am leading you, surrender to difficulty cannot exist. The notion of being entitled cannot exist. Arrogance cannot exist. Only obedience to my direction. Translate the purpose I have given you into action in your daily living. Bring forth what I have placed within you, even when it seemed unreasonable. You do not need to feel completely ready. You simply need to be receptive to my purpose. I will supply what is necessary when you begin to follow my path.